With its shimmering vistas of fog, sun, and cityscape, San Francisco Bay is famous worldwide. Yet in some ways it remains very little known. The bay, together with its inland delta, is one of the largest estuaries in the Americas. It is a crucial bird habitat, a vital fishery, a major shipping center, a precious source of water, a playground for the cities that line it, and a natural treasure. Lined with deep water piers, the Embarcadero is literally where one embarks. At the foot of Market Street is the Ferry Building, a vibrant public space housing a food hall, restaurants, and a farmer's market. The Ferry Building serves as a marker from which piers are numbered, with odd numbers situated to the north and even numbers to the south. Located inside is the Ferry Building Marketplace, with its gourmet shops and restaurants. An outdoor farmer's market is held seasonally. It also offers splendid vistas of the skyscrapers of the financial district and the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. With the best public transportation system on the West Coast, visitors and locals get around the city not only on San Francisco's world-famous cable cars, a postcard-ready sight, with excited tourists hanging out the sides, but also on buses and Italian-made trains, as well as the old-fashioned streetcars. San Francisco has the world's most diverse collection of streetcars and regular transit service, including many unique examples from cities around the world. The city also has the most successful streetcar type in American history, painted in tribute liveries to the various cities that operated them. Wall Street West begins at Montgomery Street and extends east towards the Embarcadero. Although San Francisco's financial district is contained within a few city blocks, it is ranked as one of the top 4 financial centers in the nation. The Embarcadero was once a busy port, filled with ships loading and unloading passengers and tons of cargo. Today it is a wide, tree-lined promenade that you can walk along all the way from Market Street at the ferry building to Fisherman's Wharf. It's also a great place to watch the boats go by. San Francisco's weather is a bit different from the blue skies and warm temperatures typical of much of California. Since the city is flanked on 3 sides by water, there's a regular chilly wind that sweeps across the city. The climate is one of the most stable in the world, with the daytime temperatures never venturing much more than a few degrees above 16 degrees Celsius. One of America's most beautiful and romantic cities, San Francisco has a lot to brag about indeed. Poised on a tip of a peninsula on the western coast of the United States, the area surrounding the city has such diverse natural features as rugged coastline, the tranquil waters of the bay, fog-capped hills, and dense forests. Take a walk down the world's most crooked street. Located between Hyde Street and Leavenworth Street, Lombard Street, one of the steepest streets in the world, is famous for its fabled curves. The street, zigzagging around beautiful flowers and shrubs, offers a splendid view of the bay. The San Francisco cable car system is the world's last permanently functioning manually operated cable car system and has become a symbol of this West Coast city. The cable car system forms part of the Intermodal Urban Transport Network, operated by the San Francisco Municipal Railway, or MUNI, as it is better known. Cable cars operate on 2 routes from downtown near Union Square to Fisherman's Wharf, and a 3rd route along California Street. Andrew Halliday is considered the father of the cable car, although he was not the only inventor to dabble in the use of cable as a means of transportation. Halliday and his father both held several patents for the manufacture and use of cable, or wire rope as it was once called. Out on the street along their routes, the cable cars travel on steel tracks set above a channel enclosing the cable. At the top of the channel is a slot through which the cable car's grip grabs the cable moving below. Located in the historic Washington Mason cable car barn and powerhouse, the museum deck overlooks the huge engines and winding wheels that pull the cables. Downstairs is a viewing area of the large sheaves and cable line entering the building through the channel under the street. On display are various mechanical devices such as grips, track, cable, brake mechanisms, tools, detailed models, and a large collection of historic photographs. The museum houses 3 antique cable cars from the 1870s and offers a variety of cable car memorabilia, books, clothing, cards, and even genuine cable car bells. Besides creating a vital link in San Francisco's public transportation system, the cable car opened the door for building on steep hills, which before then was thought to be impossible. Throughout the 1890s, 8 transit companies operated 600 cars, which covered 21 cable car routes, with a total of 85 kilometers. Cable cars remained the primary mode of transportation until the 1906 earthquake.
Happiness.
Nearly 514 blocks of San Francisco, including much of Nob Hill and Van Ness Avenue, were destroyed by the 1906 earthquake and fire. Many beautiful examples of 19th century Victorian architecture were lost in the disaster. Today, some 14,000 Victorians have been preserved west of Van Ness Avenue in the Cow Hollow, Pacific Heights, and Alamo Square neighborhoods. Postcard Row is possibly the most photographed spot in the city. These colorful Victorian houses, or painted ladies, with the San Francisco skyline in the background, have graced many postcards and movie scenes. Capture the view from the center of the park on the edge of Alamo Square at Steiner and Hayes Streets. Distinguished by their architectural features, the three styles of Victorians include the Italianate, the Stick, and the Queen Anne. The Italianate, which flourished in the 1870s, is identified by slim pillars flanking the front door and bays with side windows that slant inward. These narrow row houses were inspired by classical Roman ornamentation. The Stick, which peaked in popularity during the 1880s, added ornate woodwork outlines to the Italianate design in the decoration of the doors, frames, and bay windows. Designs changed dramatically with the Queen Anne Victorians by 1890. Turrets, towers, a steep and gabled roof, arches, spindles, glass-art windows, and sections of shingle siding distinguish the Queen Anne from her predecessors. The Painted Ladies is a term used for the houses that ring Alamo Square. The buildings are painted in 3 or more colors that embellish or enhance their architectural details and are perfectly lined in escalating formation. Van Ness Avenue, the widest street in the city, is home to San Francisco's city government. The spectacular Beaux-Arts-style City Hall is a model of grandeur, though it is actually a 1915 replica of the original, which was destroyed in the 1906 earthquake. It is topped by a dome taller than that of the United States Capitol, and the 5th largest in the world. San Francisco is famous for its hills, and at least 43 of them have names. Nob Hill is one of San Francisco's signature neighborhoods, renowned for its city landmarks and the famous hotels that border Huntington Park. For those who explore further, it also reveals unexpected facets. In addition to its swanky character, the area is influenced by the diverse personalities of the downtown neighborhoods that surround it, making it an interesting place to visit. The area's reputation of privilege dates back to gold rush times, when cable car lines made the hilltop accessible, and the railroad barons and bonanza kings built their mansions there, far above the rowdiness of the bawdy waterfront. Luxury hotels now stand in the place of those original palaces, and after a hike to the top of the hill, the sight of these historic buildings is undeniably impressive. Lush cascades of bougainvillea and the genteel apartment buildings with their wedding cake facades add to Nob Hill's charm and elegance. The hill is dotted with vintage barbershops, old corner coffee shops, and cocktail lounges from bygone decades. Nob Hill has also been home to some iconic characters from San Francisco's history. Located on Nob Hill, San Francisco's Grace Cathedral is a soaring neo-Gothic structure that hosts a vibrant and inclusive Episcopalian congregation and is adorned with many notable works of medieval-style art. Grace Cathedral appears to be made of stone, but is in fact constructed of reinforced concrete that was beaten to achieve a stone-like effect. Russian Hill, another of the city's well-known hills, is a residential neighborhood with pockets of restaurants and shops. It feels a bit more visitor-friendly than its more stately neighbor, Nob Hill. The neighborhood got its name when gold rushers found 7 Cyrillic-inscribed gravestones at the top of the hill. Consensus on the identity of the Russian men buried there, they were reputed to be anything from sailors to fur trappers, was never reached. The gravestones disappeared in the late 1800s, and the Russian influence is long gone. San Francisco expanded, and as it grew, so did its beauty. San Francisco's cable cars changed the city's history, displacing the many poor inhabitants of Russian Hill and the financial district hills, with the nabobs, extremely wealthy San Franciscans, who could now scale and conquer the steep hills with ease. A unique and breathtaking metropolis, the city takes pride in its unrivaled attractions, world-renowned museums, and unique neighborhoods, which are treasures in their own right. San Francisco has always been a place for dreamers, a far-flung city perched on the edge of the ocean, where incredible fantasies have a way of catching hold and becoming reality. Throughout its history, San Francisco has been brought low by earthquakes, fires, and economic busts. Yet like a phoenix, it always rises anew, brighter and reinvigorated. The history of San Francisco is rich, as can be seen from its incredible buildings and houses, and is vibrant with larger-than-life figures that have added color to its foggy hills and valleys. Fishing boats, seafood stalls and restaurants, steaming crab cauldrons, and sourdough French bread bakeries. These sights and smells let visitors know they are in the world-famous Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf gets its name and characteristic features from the city's early days during the gold rush, when Italian immigrant fishermen settled in the area and fished for Dungeness crab. From then until the present day, it has been the home base of San Francisco's fishing fleet. Despite its redevelopment into a tourist attraction during the 1970s and 80s, the area is still home to many active fishermen and their fleets. The promenade along Pier 39 on the marina offers a great view of the bay. Once home to a fleet of over 400 boats, nowadays Fisherman's Wharf supplies only a tiny fraction of the fish served in San Francisco restaurants, though a few vintage fishing boats and modern diesel boats still call it home. Hyde Street Pier was built in 1922 for automobile ferries between San Francisco and Sausalito. Today, the pier and a number of historic vessels moored here are open to visitors. Some of the vessels moored here are designated National Historic Landmarks. The pier also has a variety of maritime structures and exhibits. The Balclutha Square Rigger boat was built in Scotland to haul California wheat to Europe. Its crew lived on board for months at a time during the treacherous voyage around Cape Horn. The Epperton Hall is a sturdy little tugboat that recalls the earliest days of English steam navigation. Built in 1914, she's the only remaining intact example of a river tying paddle tug. Pier 39 claims to be United States' third most popular tourist attraction after the Disney theme parks. It is located 2 blocks east of Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, at Beach Street in the Embarcadero, not far from Chinatown. A former commercial pier, it now appeals mostly to tourists shopping for souvenirs. Pier 39, San Francisco's premier bay attraction, is a festive marketplace featuring 110 specialty shops and 12 full-service bay view restaurants serving fresh seafood, California cuisine, and casual fare. Pier 39 was built using authentic wood from 1910, taken from Piers 34 and 3, and was inaugurated in 1978. At Pier 39, the fun begins with shops, restaurants, a video arcade, street performances, an interpretive center for the Marine Mammal Center, the Aquarium of the Bay, virtual 3D rides, and views of California sea lions hauled out on docks on Pier 39's marina. The marina is also home to the floating Forbes Island restaurant. A 2-story carousel is one of the pier's more dominant features, although it is not directly visible from the street and sits towards the end of the pier. The family-oriented entertainment and presence of marine mammals makes this a popular tourist location for families with children. The historic F-Line streetcar and 2 cable car lines terminate in the area, along with sightseeing boats and boat charters linking the city to Alcatraz and Angel Island, and other points around San Francisco Bay. From the pier, one can see Angel Island, Alcatraz, the Golden Gate Bridge, and the Bay Bridge. The sea lions that camp out in Pier 39's West Marina are an international sensation, measured by the multitude of visitors that have come to marvel at their antics. These California sea lions hauled out on Pier 39's K-Dock shortly after the 1989 San Francisco earthquake. The boisterous, barking pinnipeds began to arrive in droves, taking over the docks in 1990. They initially numbered no more than a couple of dozen, but due to a plentiful herring supply, available dock space, and protective environment, the population grew to more than 300 within a couple of months. Some winters, the sea lion population climbs to 900 specimens. Sea lions migrate annually to rookeries on the Channel Islands during the summer months, although there always seem to be some sea lions at Pier 39's Quay Dock. KM are ready for the flocks of tourists who come here to see them. No one needs to be told that Fisherman's Wharf exists. Every tour bus, free map, and information brochure points to it as the ultimate San Francisco destination. It's no surprise that this area draws more visitors than any other place in the city. Jefferson Street, running from Black Point to the Presidio and near the bay, is named after the author of the Declaration of Independence and the third President of the United States. The commercialization of the area became pronounced during the 1950s and 60s, and today it has retained its air of mid-20th century retro charm. Locals largely avoid the area, though some admit a secret affection for its caricature representation of maritime history. At San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf, visitors will experience the sights, sounds, and atmosphere of the city's seafaring past. The San Francisco waterfront offers a variety of open spaces, parks, plazas, walkways, and a waterfront promenade where visitors can enjoy outdoor activities and stunning views of the city and bay. The Golden Gate Park's promenade offers incredible shoreline access and views of the San Francisco Bay. The sand dunes near the marsh are home to a variety of native plant species and are a favorite spot for sunbathers. The imposing silhouette of the Golden Gate Bridge can be seen at every point along the promenade. Visitors to the park traverse some of the city's most scenic and historic areas, including the Presidio of San Francisco and the Marina, site of the 1915 Panama Pacific International Exposition. The sandy beach has been used for swimming and other recreational activities for over 100 years. The Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco is one of the world's most beautiful and most photographed bridges. The bridge links San Francisco with Marin County and takes its name from the Golden Gate Strait that it spans. The strait is the entrance to the San Francisco Bay from the Pacific Ocean. The color of the bridge, known as International Orange, was chosen because it blends well with the bridge's natural surroundings and provides enhanced visibility to passing ships. It's a popular misconception that the bridge is painted end-to-end each year. In 1965, due to advancing corrosion, a program to remove the original lead-based paint from the bridge began. The bridge requires routine touch-ups on an ongoing basis by a staff of 38 painters. Pedestrians and bicyclists are allowed to cross the bridge on pathways with sweeping views of the city, Alcatraz, and the Marin Headlands. The Golden Gate Bridge was the first bridge to institute one-way toll collection, a system that proved so successful it is now used on bridges all over the world. The steel used to build the bridge was shipped through the Panama Canal to San Francisco. The two great cables contain enough strands of steel wire, 130 kilometers in fact, to encircle the equator 3 times. The concrete poured into its piers and anchorages would pave a 1.5 meter wide sidewalk from New York to San Francisco. Before its completion in 1937, the bridge was considered unbuildable because of the foggy weather, high winds, and strong ocean currents sweeping through the deep, rugged canyon below. Often shrouded in thick fog, the bridge sways more than 8 meters to withstand winds of up to 160 kilometers per hour. The bridge has only been closed for weather conditions on 3 occasions. Views of the Pacific Ocean and San Francisco Bay are often laced with fog, creating a romantic mood in this most European of American cities. The first exit on the Marin side of the bridge, Vista Point, provides outstanding views of the San Francisco skyline. The Golden Gate Bridge is the result of the long-term determination of the people of 6 California counties, who formed themselves into the Golden Gate Bridge District, comprising the city and county of San Francisco, Marin, Sonoma, and Del Norte counties, as well as a portion of Napa and Mendocino counties. The best postcard views are from above the bridge on the San Francisco side from the South Vista Point. San Francisco is arguably one of the United States' most romantic destinations. Often called everybody's favorite city, it has rightfully earned this title thanks to its spectacular scenic beauty and wealth of cultural attractions.